Blackstone and Skyboat Media present The Evil Genius, a domestic story by Wilkie Collins. This audiobook contains the novel and the play, both written by Wilkie Collins.
The novel is read by Gabrielle de Cuir and Stefan Rudnicki, and the play is performed by a full cast.
Before the story. Miss Westerfield's education. 1. The trial. The gentlemen of the jury retired to consider their verdict. Their foreman was a person doubly distinguished among his colleagues. He had the clearest head and the readiest tongue. For once, the right man was in the right place. Of the 11 jurymen, 4 showed their characters on the surface. They were the hungry juryman who wanted his dinner, the inattentive juryman who drew pictures on his blotting paper, the nervous juryman who suffered from fidgets, the silent juryman who decided the verdict. Of the 7 remaining members, 1 was a little drowsy man who gave no trouble, 1 was an irritable invalid who served under protest, and 5 represented that vast majority of the population, easily governed, tranquilly happy, which has no opinion of its own. The foreman took his place at the head of the table. His colleagues seated themselves on either side of him. Then there fell upon that assembly of men a silence never known among an assembly of women, the silence which proceeds from a general reluctance to be the person who speaks first. It was the foreman's duty, under these circumstances, to treat his deliberative brethren as we treat our watches when they stop. He wound the jury up and set them going. "Gentlemen," he began, "have you formed any decided opinion on the case thus far?" Some of them said yes, and some of them said no. The little drowsy man said nothing. The fretful invalid cried, "Go on!" The nervous juryman suddenly rose. His brethren all looked at him, inspired by the same fear of having got an orator among them. He was an essentially polite man, and he hastened to relieve their minds. "Pray, don't be alarmed, gentlemen. I am not going to make a speech. I suffer from fidgets. Excuse me if I occasionally change my position." The hungry juryman, who dined early, looked at his watch. 4:30, he said. "For heaven's sake, cut it."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?